Hello everybody and welcome to the videos for chapter 3 from noun to noun phrase. As you should know by now, a phrase in English is un groupe in French and une phrase is a sentence or a clause. We'll start with this very basic question before going into more detail on the structure of noun phrases. If I say, boy stabbed my dog, you're probably going to ask, what boy? The noun boy cannot be used on its own to make a connection between the word and the thing, the real boy, between the word, the noun, and what it refers to. You could say ce à quoi un nom réfère in French. You need to know how to use the technical terms properly to comment on such phenomena, so you should write them down with their French equivalents. The best way to do this is probably to learn examples of them in use. You can write something down such as, a noun alone cannot refer to a specific thing in the world. A noun alone points to a notion, a group of beings, objects, ideas, or actions, without giving any additional detail to identify a specific being, object, or idea. To refer to a specific entity, you need to say something like, that boy, and point in the direction of the person, or something like, the boy with the red coat. It is by using a noun, here boy, within a noun phrase, with a determiner and the other words that form the phrase, that you're able to forge a bond between the word boy and the actual person it refers to, its referent. We've made an important distinction here between the word and its referent. The word and what the word refers to in the real world. The word dog does not bite, but its referent, the thing it refers to in the real world, does. You need to make sure you understand this idea that nouns alone do not refer, in the sense of forging a bond between the noun and its referent. Nouns acquire a referential construction in the noun phrase. Again, make sure you keep track of the technical terms. You should write down the expression acquire a referential construction. So we've been talking about NPs for a few minutes. We even saw two examples, that boy and the boy with the red coat. From these examples, you should have gathered that a noun phrase is a phrase organized around a noun. We say that the noun is the head of the noun phrase, as we will see now. Saying that a noun is the head of a noun phrase implies that not all parts of the noun phrase are equal. The noun is what dominates or rules the noun phrase, and that's why we call it the head or the nucleus. Remember, it is what the noun phrase is organized around. So let's take a typical English sentence and concentrate on the noun phrase, which is the subject of the sentence. The part in orange here. The wicked dog with the yellow teeth. Intuitively, you probably feel that there's one word that is more important than the others, because it describes what we are talking about. This most important word is the head, or nucleus, and is always a noun when we are dealing with noun phrases. So what do you think is the head of this noun phrase? Yes, it's dog. We're not talking about the teeth, but about the dog. Remember first that to be the head of a noun phrase, you have to be a noun. So answers 1 and 4 are thus absurd because they are adjectives. And so is 2 because it is a participle. Then keep in mind that the head of the noun phrase refers to what the phrase is talking about. Here, if you were to pick one noun to summarize what the NP is talking about, it would be guy, not face. Finally, don't forget that to be the head of an NP, the noun has to be in the NP, so it could not have been president here. Again, remember the head of a noun phrase is always a noun. So you can rule out weirdest Notice the adjectival suffix there. For the same reason, we can also rule out definitely, which, like Kenny, is not even part of the noun phrase. Finally, ask ourselves what the noun phrase in orange is talking about. The answer is a friend, not Cartman. Again, what is the phrase such an angel talking about? An angel, right. And also, angel is the only noun. Okay, so at this point I would like you to think of 3 sentences that could summarize what these examples have taught us on the main characteristics of NPs and on how to identify the head of an NP. To be the head of the noun phrase, the word has to be in the noun phrase, a noun, and the main thing we are talking about. So now you can do activity 1 online.